Part 3 of a Raw review for the 8th of June, subtitled Why I Hate Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Randy Orton comes out, he congratulates Ted DiBiase and Cody Rhodes for earning a shot at the Undisputed Tag Team titles, blah blah, no one cares. Then they go through with this rematch tonight, his rematch clause, he enforces it now, and so Batista has to come out to defend his title. Which of course Batista can't, so Batista's music plays, then he no-shows, etc, etc, just the usual bollocks. So Orton gets to the referee to ring the bell and start counting, which the referee dutifully does. We see a backstage shot of an ambulance, but no, Batista has not returned. The inevitable has happened, and Triple H is back on my TV screen after, like, I don't know, how long has he been out? It's not even 2 months, is it? I mean, just fuck off. But yeah, he's back, and the crowd love it, even though, you know, it's just not that good a comeback, to be honest. For a start, it's not remotely a surprise, because if you want to make something a surprise, don't advertise him on the tour of Australia and New Zealand. For those of you who don't know, who don't watch SmackDown the day before on YouTube, Triple H has been booked on every date in the Australian tour. Just why? But anyway, Triple H comes out and he buries Orton as usual, does his usual, you know, right, basically actually, he botches his first move back. You know, the spinning spine buster, just a regular spine buster. He forgot to spin. Orton gets in a few punches here and there, but Triple H destroys him. Then he destroys him some more with a steel chair. He's already destroyed Legacy, who come running at him with steel chairs, and he hits him with sledgehammer shots to the midsection, which leave them unconscious for more than 5 minutes, because the camera pans back up the ramp, and they're still unconscious from shots to the midsection. This... God. The crowd love it, and oh god, it's horrifying. Anyway, yeah, so that's what happens. Eventually, Triple H he's trying to live up to his promise that he was going to break Orton's neck at WrestleMania, so he puts his chair onto the back of Orton's neck, and then instead just lifts it up again and hits his shoulder, which is rubbish. And then he does a pedigree to Orton on top of the steel chair. Man, I hate Triple H so much. It's not just what everyone else says, you know. It's not just the fact that, you know, he married his way to the top, basically. Stephanie McMahon's the head writer, and that's the only reason he wins world titles. It's just, people still cheer for him. People don't seem to get it. Like, he just buries everyone. He won't put anyone over, you know. All those people who are so much more deserving than him, he just never gives them a shot. The only reason he drops the title is to win it back, you know, because, you know, he idolizes Ric Flair and he idolizes Harley Race, and he thinks that to be them you have to win a lot of championships. But he's kind of missed what those two were all about, you know. He's kind of missed the soul of it. He's kind of missed the fact that Harley Race is not most famous for winning 10 NWA titles. He's most famous for dropping the NWA title in 1983 to Ric Flair in a steel cage match. You know, Ric Flair's famous saying, to be the man, you've got to beat the man. Well, Harley Race was the man, and Ric Flair beat him to become the man, and since then Ric Flair has credited Harley Race for understanding when you have to put people over, understanding that he was no longer the guy, and that he had to allow Ric Flair to become the guy. But Triple H doesn't get that at all, so any comparison to Harley Race is utterly ludicrous. Yeah, it's just this whole sort of myth the WWE tries to create around them, this whole sort of, you know, just this concoction, the fact that every time he does a move, you know, that high knee, it reminds me of Harley Race, or that spinning spine buster, it reminds me of Arn Anderson. No, he's just a fucking idiot, alright? He's not talented, everyone claims he's some kind of genius on promo. He's really not. He is so middle of the road. The Miz is 100 times better than him on promo. The Miz is, you know, hands down. I just really hate him. Maybe I'll make a longer video about why I hate him, but that was just a little taster. Anyway, yeah, I rambled for 25 minutes about a Raw I really hated.